How to conduct a research study. To conduct a research study, all you have to do is use a simple process called the scientific method. The scientific method is a series of steps that breaks down how best to conduct research. The scientific method may seem scary, but do not fret. This video was created to teach you how to use the process to prove any theory and present it to the public as true facts. There are 7 steps to the scientific method. The first step is purpose. Purpose is stating the problem that you are trying to answer. Now you need to find a worthy subject, one that will grab the public's eye. If your topic is boring, then no one will listen to you. If no one is listening to your research, then you have no chance of making money. If there is no revenue coming from your research, then why should anyone take you seriously as a scientist? The second step is research. This is the process of acquiring background data prior to your research so you can better understand your topic. This is a great opportunity to look and see how past experiments have failed to prove your own hypothesis. After all, if your research doesn't say what you need it to say, then you failed. The best use of research is used to determine what the public would like to hear. The third step is hypothesis. This step requires you to use research to create a question worth evaluating. You'll need to have an idea of a topic that seems interesting to other people. Remember, people don't want to hear anything that is unpleasant, so keep your hypothesis something light and joyful. For example, you could study how wine is good for the cognitive functions. Another example is cramming the night before an exam is the best way to study. The fourth step is experiment. This is the point where you use real science to determine what will occur from your hypothesis. Now it's crucial at this point that you pay very close attention to how your research is going. At this stage, you need to choose your sample or subjects in such a way that your prediction or hypothesis will come true. However, you must conduct your research in a way that appears that you do not know of the outcome beforehand. This can be done by examining your subjects before the experiment and purposefully placing them in either a control group or an experimental group. By placing them in a desired grouping, you have increased the likelihood of achieving your prediction. The last step in the method is to use statistics to analyze your data and draw a conclusion from it. In order to allow for the statistical results to support your prediction, you have the ability to affect your sample size. Unlike before when we picked and chose who participated, we are now finding ways to throw out any data points that hurt the hypothesis. This is done by examining your data and removing any points that could be considered an outlier. An outlier is a point in data that does not fit or drastically stands out from the rest of the data points. Once all the bad data points are gone, you can then continue on with your statistical tests. And your values should be far better and support your prediction now that you've gotten rid of anything that could hurt it. Now that you know how to use the scientific method, you can finally present your findings to the public. Now, the best way to grasp the attention of the public is to come up with a catchy title for your study. An example of this is, red wine increases the metabolic rates in rats. Even though there may or may not be red wine used in your study, it's fine to put it in there. People aren't likely to pay attention to the procedure anyway. If you need more inspiration for how to use the scientific method, you can always look into other studies who have successfully conducted good research. Good examples of these would be any corporation such as Coca-Cola or tobacco. They are known for proving true facts and are amazing when using the scientific method.